time for subjective trivia. All right, subjective trivia. It's just like regular trivia, except only I know the answer. As always, I have my answer written here on this card. Now, JD, I don't know if you know this, but Sam and I, from elementary school to high school, used to play competitive hockey.
Wow.
If you can believe it.
I actually believe it. I believe it.
Sam definitely more athletic than I was, but I would say we were both like in the mid top third.
We rounded out the third line, I think, together.
That's right. And I remember that something we really bonded on is by the 9th and especially by the 10th grade, we fucking hated playing hockey. We despised it. And I remember sitting in the locker room, it smells like crap, putting on our equipment, sitting in our little stalls and just looking at each other and at the same time both deep sighing and going, what are we doing here? What's the point of this? So today's question is, what is the worst thing about playing hockey? So JD, if you don't mind, put up the options. And I did spend a lot of time on this graphic, as you could see. I hope you appreciate that the bullet points are hockey pucks. Did you get that? The bullet points are hockey pucks.
Awesome work, man.
Thank you. Okay. So putting on / taking off your equipment. If you've never played hockey, I don't think you fully understand how much equipment there is. Let's start from head to toe. You got your helmet. You got your neck guard. You got your shoulder pads. You got your elbow pads. You got a jock strap. You got shin pads. Then you got your skates. Then on top of the shin pads, you got socks. Then on top of the socks, you got hockey pants. Then you got obviously the hockey jersey. And we're not even mentioning the stick, taping the stick, all this stuff. Okay. Then of course you got to take all that off at the end. Number 2 of the potential worst things about playing hockey, group showers. I don't know if this is everyone's experience, but where we played hockey, just one open room. Get in there, boys!
Prison style.
You ain't coming back on the bus smelling like you just played 60. I was going to say 60 minutes, but I don't think the games we played were a full 60 minutes. Could be wrong about that. All right, getting yelled at by coaches, a classic of adolescence, just having an old... angry, possibly alcoholic man tell you you're an idiot, tell you to hurry hard, tell you to hustle, tell you to press, tell you there are a bunch of dancers out there, they're making you look like a fool. Now screw your helmet on right and get in the game. Okay, that's number 3. That's the option number 3. Number 4, getting hit. Okay? You get hit. I certainly got so many concussions that by the 11th grade, I left Sam alone to play hockey by himself. I couldn't even play anymore.
That was the worst.
And number 5, airing out your equipment. If you've never played hockey, you sweat inside these clothes and equipment that don't breathe. Then you put them in a hockey bag that's like basically a burlap sack that doesn't breathe. And those get stinkier than anything you've ever smelled before. So you got to take them out, air them out, repack them. So that's option number 5. So again, just to quickly recap, the 5 potential worst things about playing hockey: putting on / taking off your equipment, group showers, getting yelled at by coaches, getting hit, airing out your equipment. Sam, what do you think the worst thing about playing hockey is? You're trying to match my answer. Consult with JD. Go ahead.
JD, I think this is definitely the getting hit part. All the other ones have like their very specific aesthetic aspects, which are unpleasant, but I know based on our and like Matt's experience, we went to an extremely small high school. So like if you could skate, you were on the team, and we were just pummeled by these massive high schools where we were like, they toyed with us like little playthings. The main amusement being smashing us into the boards. And you're also through high school, everyone is at, you have teenage boys, they're at these different levels of maturity, so suddenly these behemoths, and that was the most painful thing, these behemoths come out on the ice, you're like, oh good, not only are we going to lose, but I might get my collarbone broken.
Right. Didn't you break your collarbone?
Oh, that was another sport that we also
that was tripping while running down the aisle at a Tignataro.
So I'm getting hit.
You're saying getting hit.
Yeah, I'm getting hit.
JD, what do you think? What do you think the worst thing about playing hockey is?
Yeah, knowing you, I'm going to defer to Sam on this one, but yeah, getting hit. I know that I've seen you get a concussion before, or I've seen the aftermath of it, and it is not fun. And just based on Sam's description just then, yeah, I'm going to go with getting hit. Group showers, I don't think you mind at all.
That was my favorite part.
The equipment, I think that's sort of what attracts boys to hockey in the first place, like all the cool shit you get to wear. Airing it out, yeah, it stinks, and getting yelled at, I know you can get yelled at by the best of them. So yeah, I'm going getting hit as well.
Well, thank you for taking my health into consideration. I do appreciate that, but you are wrong. The answer is putting on, taking off equipment.
Off equipment.
No, I'm sorry. I dreaded it all day, knowing that I'd have to go practice and put on all that crap, tie my skates real tight, maybe tape the ankles, tape the socks around the pads, and then you get into the locker room after, as you said, just a brutal shellacking. Like, Child Protective Services should have been called to prevent what was happening here. Sitting in the locker room going, there's only 60 kids in our class. There's 3,000 kids in their grade, right? Okay, it's not our fault, just by the sheer numbers.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah. And then having to take all that stuff off and then carry it around. Like, I envy people that play soccer or especially basketball that has zero equipment. You just show up, you're hooping, baby. You get to the park, you're dribbling that thing, you're light, you're fancy free. I mean, that's the dream.
I won't disagree. And obviously also forget about driving 45 minutes to like the nearest rink of whatever, which could have been on that list as well. Like
I was gonna put that.
Yeah,
and I was also gonna put losing terribly. But I wanted to limit it to 5.
So you're saying like slipping on the jockstrap pales in getting smashed into the boards pales in comparison to lightly slipping on a jockstrap and saying, "Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here."
I liked getting hit, and I liked hitting. To be honest, that was my game. Okay, don't want to get too deep into the tactics. Sure. I was a dump and chaser.
Yep,
I didn't have the speed or I didn't have the dangling ability to get around people deking and stick handling. So you cross that red line, you dump and chase in the corner, you hurry hard in there, and you put the body on.
You lay in the hit.
You get the puck loose. Second man in, he's sticking to the boards, okay? To prevent the
pick up the loose puck, put it out front.
Clearing on the boards.
Yeah.
That's right. That's third line.
Yeah, that's third line basics.
That's third line bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do to get those goals.
This show has never been this Canadian. Ever.
Oh, the best.